What a wasted time. Should have been here on the outside, read the signs. Used to call you mine. Gave it my best, but I don't need one more try. Cause, baby, I'm all out of hope. Could I find it when I go? Think we're only here to stay alive now. Funny, we ran out of kicks. Now you only make me sick. Think we're only here to stay alive now. Cause I know what a waste, what a crime, what a fucked up time, and I should go. So I take what I can and I toss it in the car. Drive away down the highway, I can't stay. Cause I know that all I know, it's time to go.
Hi guys! Good afternoon! Good afternoon sa ating lahat! Isang nakakalokang afternoon to everybody. Ayan, I just started my third day. Third day ko na to, pero first day ko on-site. Kasi yung first and second day was just like online, new employment orientation, online for 2 days. But we are already paid for like 8 hours and then 8 hours. And then today is my third day on-site. It was just all purely orientation lang. Nakamike ako ngayon, guys. And before tayo pumunta sa pinaka-topic natin, pag-usapan naman natin yung... Sasagutin ko lang yung tanong very briefly. Nasa na yun? Nakaano ko yun? Shalak. Ayan. Actually, nasagot ko na to kay sir and nakapag-respond na ako kung ano yung views and recommendation ko. Recommendation? Shalak, eto, nakakatuwa naman. Na may humihingi ng opinion natin. Sabi dito, Nurse Can, a warm hello to you. Kumusta kayo sa new state? I hope you are doing well. Right now, I am doing a little bit okay na, but still not at the baseline. Wow, parang ano lang. Still not at the baseline. Parang nagkasakit. I am your avid follower like you. I'm a gym addict din. Yeah. Hindi naman siguro ako gym addict. Ano lang, gym rat. Gym ano. Basta gustong-gusto ko lang talagang nasa gym. Not just because I want to gain parang good body build, but at the same time, for health reason na rin. And para sa ano natin, charis. Ayan, na ano nyo ba? Pakshalak, di ba? Parang fit na fit sa akin yung ating bagong uniform. I still don't know kung anong kulay ng scrub namin sa emergency department, pero ito yung sinuot ko on my first day on site. This is not mine since black talaga yung uniform ko nung nasa Ohio pa ako for emergency nursing. Pero bigay lang sa akin to ng ano ng friend ko dito. Na, 'di ba? Parang ang ganda ng ano tela. Shalak, dalawang fair ang binigay niya in fairness. I'm currently working as a personal trainer here in Qatar and earning on the average of $3,000 to wag na nating anuhin. Yon. Si Kuya, maganda yung ano, maganda yung work niya doon, maganda yung yung sahod, work-life balance, kumbaga. He is asking if he would accept yung parang skilled nursing facility offer without going back to the bedside because he doesn't need hospital or bedside nursing experience for that. Or kung uuwi daw siya sa Pilipinas, gain bedside nursing experience and then apply sa mga hospital dito sa US. I told him, do not leave your job. Huwag mong iwanan yung precious or jewel, yung yung job mo ngayon. Kasi, oh Lord, there's no, first reason is, even if you will go back to bedside or hospital nursing experience, you go to Saudi, you go back to the Philippines, there's no assurance that you will be able to secure a very good offer or very good hospital job dito sa Amerika that will file you for an EB3 immigrant visa. Lalo pat andyan ka pa sa Qatar or kung babalik ka sa Pilipinas, there's no assurance. So I told him, mag-apply ka na lang sa skilled nursing facility, and then after your contract with that skilled nursing facility, figure it out kung ano yung gusto mo. Gusto mo bang pumasok ng med-surg, emergency department, or even if you're not yet finished with your contract, pagdating mo dito, you can buy out after a year or two. Kung stable ka na dito, then that's the time that you will go to a hospital nursing job. Because iba talagang ang experience, ang benefits, ang sahod kapag nasa hospital ka dito or nasa bedside ka. Lalo na kung nasa hospital, nasa isang magandang hospital network or system ka nagtatrabaho. The benefits is just so different compare sa kung nag-work ka sa isang skilled nursing facility or nursing home. So ang sabi ko sa kanya, enjoyin mo na lang. Kaya mga nasa Middle East, nasa Saudi, and you're not currently on bedside, and then you will be working here, non-bedside here in the US, pagdating nyo dito, Diyos ko Lord, wag nyo nang i-attempt bumalik ng bedside. Enjoyin ninyo nang enjoyin yung trabaho ninyo ngayon before kayo pumunta dito sa America. Travel if you can. Shalak! Pero kung meron kayong chance to go back to bedside prior to coming here to the United States of America, just like what I did for like, especially kung ang dadatnin ninyong, sino tumatawag na to? Let's answer this. Hello?
Yes, hello, ma'am. This is Jeannie from Saperstein Associates, an opinion research firm here in Central Ohio.
Uh-huh.
We are conducting among Grove City residents an important survey about your community, and you have been randomly selected to participate. Please note this call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. Now, first, do you live within the corporate limits of Grove City, in Irving Crest, in some other part of Jackson Township, or in another community?
In Ohio?
Yes.
I am-
In Ohio?
I am not living in Ohio currently at the moment.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Those are the questions I have.
Okay, I'm not, ma'am. Lots of calls. Hello? Hello, who is this? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ayan. Mga goons. Ang dami talagang tumatawag na mga goons, no? Mga shalak. Do you live in Ohio? I previously lived in Ohio, but not anymore. Shalak talaga. Anyway, yon. Punta na tayo sa sa topic talaga natin, mga beshi. Yeah, first day, I will still, quick update guys, I will still be staying in the emergency department. So, sa emergency department pa rin ako magtatrabaho. I will still stay and stick to this specialization for the next 3 to 5 years or probably more than that. Why? Number one, ayoko na ng adjustment pagdating sa area of specialization. Whew! I want na ito na yung magiging last specialization ko as much as possible. Kung magta-transfer man ako, I will transfer into an area that I don't need more adjustment. Like, I don't need to, like, go into a specialized training program that will take like 9 months to a year. No. Ayoko na ng ganon. As much as possible, kung magta-transfer man ako siguro sa mga observation area o kaya somewhere related na, or kung kumbaga yung work ay nagagawa ko na siya in the emergency department. Like for example, kung lilipat ako ng observation area, ED nurses do handle observation cases. Kung lilipat ako ng med-surg, ED nurses do handle med-surg cases. Mga ganon. Ayoko nang maglipat to like operating room that will entail a lot of trainings, and it would like take like 9 months to a year in order for me to fulfill all of those trainings. So ayoko na ng ganon. So I would like to stay and stick with this kind of specialization at the bedside, and then probably after 7 to 8 years, let's see kung magre-retire na tayo sa bedside. I don't want to stay in bedside for like after 40. Diba? Ayoko na magstay sa bedside after 40 years old. Pangalawa, kung bakit still I am in the emergency department is, Diyos ko Lord, pera. Pera. Dito sa Amerika, especially particularly here in Houston or in Texas, nurses nowadays are not, especially dito, are oversaturated na. Especially dito. Ewan ko na lang sa ibang state. It is oversaturated, ang very competitive. So, putting myself in an area like emergency department who always has a need or demand for nurses, less akong mapapauwi. In short, less tayong makakancel ng shift. Always my overtime, diba? Believe me or not, guys, especially during this season, like summer season, ang daming nakakancel na mga nurses, ang daming mga napauuwi, especially if you are working in OR, critical post-anesthesia care unit sometimes, pag walang mga cases, mga ganyan. But in the emergency department, there's always a need. And at the same time, sa emergency department, bihira kang mapapauwi. Why? Because always maraming PRN, maraming float, and sila yung maunang uuwi. Usually, there's only like maybe around 50 to 60% of permanent staff in one emergency department, and the rest are float full, PRN, mga ganyan. So sila yung unang mapapawi. Not unless magkakaroon na naman ng dayaan. 'Di ba? Kagaya nung nangyayari sa previous employer ko or sa previous employer or previous job ko is that nung nag-start ako for the first few months, 3 to 4 months, nagkakaroon ng dayaan. Isipin nyo na lang yung natitira ay PRN, tsaka mga traveler, tsaka mga float pool, mga yung pinapauwi yung mga permanent staff. Sabi ko, kung hindi pa ako nagngaw-ngaw, as in, siguro magtutuloy-tuloy na ganun yung ano. Pero hanggang ngayon, ay nako, Lord, ayoko na lang magsalita. So I will still be an emergency department nurse, and I think magiging okay yung buhay ko for the next 3 to 5 years or even 8 years in the emergency department. So far, masaya naman ako pag pumapasok ako ng emergency department. Unlike before, when I'm still in Saudi Arabia, like coming into the emergency room, ay napakabigat ng pa ako. Right now, I am fully excited. Excited na ako makabalik ng emergency department, guys. Kung alam nyo lang, ayoko na... Lord, namimiss ko na yung ingay, namimiss ko na yung magtakbo-takbo, namimiss ko na yung parang makipag-usap sa patient. I miss all of that. The last time I did it, I think, is in the first week of August, and it's now the last week of August still. Orientation, tapos hopefully first week of September, I think after this week, next week, magsa-start na yung aking area preceptorship orientation. And shalok! I'm so excited na sa mga mangyayari. Na-miss ko nang makakita ng mga lasenggo, ng nag-withdrawal. Oh my God! Whew! Yon. For me, if you really enjoy yung ginagawa mo at very comfortable ka sa area mo, I think there's no reason for you to live bedside kasi ito yung nagbibigay sa'yo ng maraming opportunity to earn money here in the United States of America. That's why we're here, di ba? For the money. Nandito tayo sa Amerika para magtrabaho, di ba? So, para sa mga nurses na parang ang bigat-bigat na ng loob, ang bigat-bigat ng pakiramdam yung pumasok sa trabaho, I think you have to think twice just for your own mental well-being or mental health. If you still want to continue with bedside nursing, no matter how high the pay is, if bedside nursing is the one that is causing you stress, giving you a lot of headaches, every now and then, kahit 3 beses lang kayo pumapasok sa isang linggo, Diyos ko Lord, it's time for you to think twice and look for another option other than bedside nursing. But if you are like me, who are always excited to work, excited to para makipag-chismisan sa emergency department, go ahead and go stay in bedside. And sometimes kailangan lang nating tanggapin na there's always 1, 2, or 3 days in a month na meron tayong pinaka-bad days. Siyalak, as in, dapat matuto tayong tanggapin na meron talagang mga bad shift. 1 or 2 in a month, pero hindi naman forever or hindi naman yun araw-araw. Imagine niyo guys, ang pinaka-bad day ko sa emergency department, oh my God, siguro mga nakatatlong BT ako, na tagi-isang unit, kinintoy nyo na lang sa itaas, naka-2 ICU, ay! Yung day ko na yun, as in, aaminin ko sa inyo guys, napaiyak ako sa banyo nung time na yon. Not because hindi ko kaya, but because I feel like, ako lang ba yung parang pinupuntirya ng mga to? Bakit lahat sa akin? Pero, tinanggap ko na lang yon that it was really a bad day for me. And the next day, I was put in a very, very light area. Halos sumiga na ako sa sa kahayahayan. So sabi ko, dun ko naisip na parang there's always a bad day in nursing, especially if you are in bedside. Okay? And there's always a good day for you. So, just be ready and always, diba? Pumunta sa work with enthusiasm, pumunta sa work na always happy, and always magpasalamat na merong trabaho. Diba? Marami tayong mga kababayan or mga nurses na parang natitenga dito, pagdating dito walang trabaho for 3 to 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, mga ganyan. Always be thankful na kapag pumunta ka, kahit gaano ka ka-stress, there's always someone wishing na sana nandun sila sa kalagayan mo, doing your job, doing your work. Uy, hanggang dito na lang, napapagod na ako magsalita. Gusto ko lang kayong i-update kasi marami sa inyo ang parang nag-aalala na, or hindi naman sa nag-aalala, marami sa inyo ang nagpa-personal message or DM na sa akin, both sa Facebook ko at saka mga nagko-comment dito. Thank you so